It's not a quick speed shop. I'm on Hot Rod Power Tour. It's day 5. We made the long haul in my boogie van. And if you ever wonder what the Hot Rod Power Tour is, it's driving across the country, 5 days, 5 stops. And I got Ted in the van, and we're going over 2,000 miles, I believe, in the Ford boogie van, all across the middle of the country. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and we're ended up here at Summit Raceway Park in Norwalk, Ohio. 5 days of trips, so let's get in the van and head on Hot Rod Power Tour 2025. All right, welcome to Power Tour 2025. What are you doing? Why are you plugging your ears?
I hear your shit.
I'm in the van with Ted. We're just crossed over into Indiana. We're taking the back ways, seeing America. We're on Route 1000. There's a dead raccoon. We're on Route 1000, some little back road in Indiana here. And it was raining all morning. We stayed in Sydney, Ohio, Sunday night. And now we are on our way, taking the back way, staying off the highway. This is beautiful farmland in western Ohio, eastern Indiana. And plenty of old cemeteries we're going by. And now we got wind turbines. Anyways, we're heading to Indianapolis for day 1 of Power Tour. Holy cow, look at the bump in the roof. And it was raining all morning, but it looks like it's going to be nice weather from here on out. And we're heading to Indy. Tomorrow we're going to Joliet, Illinois, Route 66 Raceway. We might shoot over to the Studebaker Museum in South Bend, Indiana on the way Wednesday to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We'll see about that. But for right now, we're heading to Indy. Stopped at an Indiana Copart. We're like 30 miles outside Indianapolis on East 226th Street. We thought it was a pick and pull. It's a Copart. But it's there's that hinge again. He's got that cooler hinge, driving me nuts. Oh, somebody's calling in. All right, so we're gonna be back on the road. We're headed to Indianapolis. Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
This is insane in the membrane.
Gotta follow him down or go park.
This is wet. This is gonna get stuck. How are we supposed to figure out where to go here, bro? Is there a guy parking us, or we just?
Yeah, down. Just keep going down. They'll park us eventually.
Well, it seems like I probably should be parking where these cars are.
No, just go all the way down there. You gotta figure it out. How about next to that Firebird right there?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Just let all these people walk by. Arkansas, holy shit.
Am I gonna run somebody over? Can't see nothing.
Perfect. I see 28. There you go, right here. Can they get out?
Yeah.
Turn left.
There we go. How about that? That is awesome. It's BMW with a Chevy on it. It's muddy here. It's muddy here.
I think that's the line right there.
What'd you say?
Go check it out.
Let's go with that. We're hailing it. Got it.
Smile.
Yeah. That's fun. Abysmal.
It's because she didn't want to. For speed, we've been pushing the limits of performance.
I don't know.
We hold that thing on US and then we'll put the clicker for it.
Stopped for a little bite to eat here. We're at the infield at Lucas. Behind me is the grandstands, and they're running drag car. Everybody can drag their car there if they want. Up on the hill, they've got autocross at the track where Cletus races the Indy 800, and then we're here in the middle. You see Mike Cotton's Pepto-Bismol over there in the Pro Street area. So we're just wandering around looking at stuff on the infield. So it's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, it's that guy with the beards there.
That's what you should do at your station.
here we are in the van. It is the end of Power Tour Day 1 in Indiana, and we're at Lucas Speed Motorplex, about to leave, and it's like after 5 o'clock, 5:30 almost, and we got a hotel in Rensselaer, Indiana. We're heading to backways. We took the backways to get here to the farmland, so we're going to do that again because it's fun. It's only about 2 hours to the hotel, and then we're going to use that for a home base for the next 2 trips, Route 66 Raceway and the other one, I think, Day 3 Indiana, and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Anyways, we're going to go to the hotel. We'll see you guys, I guess, tomorrow for Day 2 of Power Tour. I think we'll just do one big Power Tour video, the whole thing. You can watch it like a mini movie. We're here on Route 231 Indiana. The number of windmills here is insane. There's got to be like 1,000 of them. They go as far as the eye can see. It's crazy. There's got to be 1,000 of them. It's nuts. Day 2 of Power Tour here. We're starting off in Rensselaer, Indiana. Doing a little maintenance on the van here. I noticed a minor little miss here and there randomly. So I've got the motor tour part, and I've got the distributor cap, and it looks like it's got some corrosion on the contacts. So I'm going to scrape these down with a knife, clean them up. It's got a brass cap, wide cap top here, but we got a little bit of corrosion, which happens on these things. I forget last time I did it. Oh, here's Ted. He's got a cooler. So we're gonna clean that up. I was noticing just a little bit of random misfiring once in a while, so that's probably what it is. And the rotor, clean the rotor off and all that. So we'll fix that up. Got about an hour-and-a-half ride back roads up to Route 66 dragway in Illinois, Joliet, Illinois. So we'll see you guys there. This happens a lot with the aluminum ones, but it also happens on the copper ones. They just get corrosion. With the copper ones, you can shine them right back up nice with a knife tip. Oh yeah, making a movie. So we'll just go ahead and we'll shine these right back up. Grind them right back down to shiny. We'll be good to go. We're not losing any oil. We're good on oil. I just checked it. Shine these right back up. Ted's little magic knife. Maybe this will put some luck on it. We'll win some money on the scratchers.
That would be nice.
We found this awesome bar last night in Rensselaer called the Wagon Wheel. Super good food. It's an old school bar.
Full of smoke.
Full of smoke. It was awesome. Old school bar where you can still smoke unlike communist New York State where they got rid of all that. This is like real America out here, and it was awesome.
Drinkers and smokers and good food.
Good food.
Oh, and
cheap pull tabs. It was awesome. The Wagon Wheel in Rensselaer, Indiana.
They played all kinds of music.
Country music,
headbanging.
Yeah, it was awesome. Had a good. Whoa, we got the Jake on it. He's got the Jake working. That was awesome. I want to get a cab over so I can ride around. Maybe on Power Tour next year I'll get a cab over. We'll run a big rig. I'm scraping. I feel like I'm at the dentist.
There you go. Picking teeth. When was the last time you put an air filter in here?
It's good. I don't know. Let's look at it, but it should be good. I think
It's like new in there.
we're scraped down, or it looks like new.
It's like new in there.
Now I got it all twisted up here with the plug wires. Great. Let's pull the rotor off real fast. See the rotor? The rotor also gets some deposits. Yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll shine the rotor right back up. Look at that, brand new. Boom. Instantly restored. Should have all kinds of ignition now.
You got a dirty elbow like a dirty face.
Oh my god.
Dirty elbow like a dirty face.
Unbelievable.
Here we go.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
This is crazy.
Crazy for you.
Should I roll your window back down?
No. unless you're hot.
This is windy. Very windy here in Illinois, very windy. Probably gonna have a lot of wind noise, so I don't have a wind sock. You're wandering all crazy. You're wandering. All that Coca-Cola hot rod. Made it. We just punched our credentials, and like I said, super windy out here at the track, but we're at Chicagoland and US 66 Dragway, Stark Dragway in Joliet, Illinois. Hopefully we won't go to prison and end up with Joliet Jake in there. But it is pretty windy, so I'll probably have to put YouTube music over a lot of this because of the wind noise. But we'll walk around and see what we find. Sounded like a cover chassis.
This is yours?
Oops, sorry.
I used to see it.
Could ask, what's his name? I think, who's the guy from Frederico that we deal with? Jason, you gotta ask Jason, but I'm pretty sure that,
That's a real car. Did they race the rail? Oh, 7.3 is huge. That's huge.
190 miles an hour.
That's fucking huge. Are you serious? 190.
That's on a street car. Holy cow.
That's fucking awesome.
Day 2 of Power Tour is done. We're rolling out of Joliet Raceway, Chicagoland. It's opened up a little bit. Went to saw Junkyard Digs today, Kevin, and saw Dalton from Pole Barn Garage. That was super awesome, and those guys are really nice. And just ran into Ryan Brunt from the Auto Archaeologist. He's super cool. Ran into him and told him about my Daytona project. And we're gonna head back to Indiana to our hotel in Rensselaer. And tomorrow we're gonna go to the Studebaker Museum in South Bend, Indiana. First thing in the morning, going to go bonsai up there. I was there 20 years ago with my Studebaker truck. And then we're gonna head down to Fort Wayne, Indiana to day 3 of the Power Tour. So we'll see you there. Alright guys, it's day 3 here, Power Tour. We're heading to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I got Ted here, and we just left our hotel, or pulling out of our hotel, and I ran into Sean the What? No Way guy from Canada. He's down here doing some drag racing. Met him randomly at breakfast, and he's doing a Pink's all-out shootout or something like that. It was pretty cool with his drag car, so hopefully he doesn't go home without his car. But that was a random sighting at a random hotel in America. But we're headed to the Auburn Cord Duesenberg Museum in Auburn, Indiana. Before day 3, we're going to go hit the museum, so I'll have a separate video on that. And then we're going to head to Fort Wayne, Indiana, I think Fairgrounds, for day 3 of the Power Tour. So let's hit the road. Finally made it. We got 2 hours. Going to go punch our credentials here at the War Memorial or whatever it is here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Allen County Coliseum. So let's go punch our credentials. I already made it to the venue. It's hot. People are mostly pulling out because it's been on asphalt. But behind me, you can see we already went and punched our credentials over the thing. We just came back to get a beverage. Look at this El Camino. And we're going to wander around. A lot of people probably pulled out because it's so hot out here on the asphalt. But we just got here about 3 o'clock, so we got a couple hours to wander around. Then we're going to hang out. Then we got a 2-hour drive to Bowling Green, Ohio to the hotel. Oh my God, there's a Hornet wagon here. Check it out, Sportabout.
Yeah, something like that. They would match up on that.
It's a video. So
They'll put that right in the garbage. Building the date on this.
So what, did you piece it together? Did you like,
Well, these wheels are special. They only put them on these cars. I've got one. They don't have the nubs for the hubcaps, and they're 8 inches wide.
35.
those fenders sticking out. That's a special order or what? Or you just make them
Well, you could buy these cars, but I think somebody built this one or cleaned it up. So another thing that happened today on a power tour, we were driving Indiana, and I saw the Whistling Diesel reward trailer for the on Route 31, I guess, in Indiana by the county line landfill. On Route, I believe it was Route 31 in Indiana. His upside down reward trailer was there from looking for his dad's skid steer. So if you guys know Whistling Diesel, we saw it. I didn't have time to whip out the camera and take a picture. I should have pulled over because that would have been awesome. But I saw the Whistling Diesel trailer, a highlight of the trip. And then seeing Sean, the What No Way guy at our hotel. I told you about that earlier. That was cool. The What No Way F sakes guy from Canada. That was pretty awesome. So fun times. We're heading out of here. Got here about 3 at day 3 here in Power Tour at the Fort Wayne, and we're heading 2 hours to Bowling Green, Ohio, and that is where our hotel is for tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to Monroe, Michigan. So we're gonna take that trip there, but we're gonna look for some dinner and go from there. So we'll see you guys for day 4 of Power Tour in Monroe, Michigan. Well, it's day 4 Power Tour here. We're outside Monroe, Michigan Fairgrounds. We had a faux pas on the way out. I had it set to no highways because we've been enjoying the back roads of Ohio and Indiana and Illinois. Well, until we got to Toledo, Ohio, and it wanted to run me right through the center of Toledo, which is a little on the rough side when you get downtown. And we said nope. We had to get on the 75 and take that north towards Monroe because it wanted to go all the way through Toledo, one end to the other, and it was not for us. So we turned around, got on the highway. Now we stopped at Dollar General right outside the fairgrounds here. Ted's got to get some ice, and then we're going to pull into the Monroe County Fairgrounds in Monroe, Michigan, and it's going to be on grass. Hopefully it'll be nice. Yesterday in Fort Wayne was on asphalt and it was hotter than blazes, but today we're going to be here. Christy Lee from all those TV shows that you know her from is going to be here in the Harry booth signing autographs, so try to get an autograph from Christy Lee, and then see what else we see here day 4 on Power Tour. I see motion. I see hand motion.
It's easy. Oh man, how's it perfect?
Right up next to your buddy. Oh
You
boy.
gotta make it so you can get out.
Nope. Not gonna get out.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna be able to get out. That's the guy, that car's so freaking loud. It's all heavy.
There's a lot going on here today.
Why? Because of how.
A lot going on here today.
Walk down that way.
3 straight 6s. Look at this. Alright guys, it's day 5 here. We're in Fremont, Ohio, and we're heading to Norwalk, Ohio for the last day of the power tour. Can you believe it, Ted?
Last one, buddy.
We're gonna get our long hauler plaque. Right now we're heading to Riley Auto Parts. I'm gonna pick up a set of spark plugs. I think I still hear like our little random misfire once in a while, and the plugs in this thing are like 25,000 miles old, and it does burn a little bit of oil on deceleration. So I'm gonna get a set of plugs, and once it cools down at Norwalk, maybe we'll pull the doghouse off and pull a plug out and see if it needs plugs or not. Might as well do it while we're there. And ooh, there's a horn blowing. We'll hit the road for here for day 5 of power tour, going to Norwalk, Ohio at the drag strip. Pull up there, buddy. It's not that situation.
That's really.
Oh, we made it, and we're right on the end of the road here, so we'll be able to watch people leaving if we stay the whole day. We guess we can stay the whole day. I'm gonna put spark plugs in the van. We stopped at O'Reilly's in Fremont, nice little town in Ohio. Got some plugs. We're gonna check. Might as well throw the plugs in it while we're here chilling. Hopefully the rain holds off all day. It's gonna be in the 70s. Ted's getting all creamed up.
I know it trickles down from the top.
And let's go check out Norwalk Summit Racing.
For the white pants, for the you guys are the
Yeah, Summit Racing Park. What you said?
The best in the open.
If you have never been on a racetrack before, even if you have, this is a chance to go down to the best track in the country. I said it, the best drag track in the country. I will fight you if you disagree. Not actually physically, because that hurts. We are waiting out this precipitation, but we are also working on the track during this to keep up with it again. That way, once we do get to the end of the system, we will be able to go right back into giving you folks as many passes down the racetrack as you can take.
And you said you do some drifting with it?
Yeah, we got videos online of the drifting, going down the racetrack, all the top of those kids.
What you're saying is you're having
guys, that's going to do it for Power Tour 2025 here. We're going to leave Summit Raceway Park. It's mid-afternoon. We're going to hang out for a little while, watch some cars leave, but people started to go and clean out. It rained a little bit in the middle of the day, but now it's cleared up. They're doing drag racing over at the track here. Got Ron up in the booth announcing. I got to go up there and talk about my channel in the booth for a minute, which is pretty cool during the rain delay. And we had a heck of a drive. We still got one more day. Ted and I, we're going to stay in Kent, Ohio tonight, and then tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to go to Summit Racing and pick up my crate engine I bought last Sunday, and probably buy the wheels for the C10 too. Since they're there, we can throw them in the van. We'll buy everything, put it together, and then drive back to Quick Speed Shop and back to the grind. Get the C10 painted, get on to some other projects, work on stuff. Got to put a roof on my house. I don't know, I got a lot of stuff going on. So thanks for watching 2025 Hot Rod Power Tour. Over 2,000 miles in the Boogie Van. Hopefully I get back all right. I won't know until the end of my trip, but if I don't pop back on, I made it back all right. So stay tuned. There's a couple of separate videos for the museums we went to, the Auburn Cord Duesenberg Museum and the Packard Museum, and probably a separate video picking up the engine at Summit Racing. So I'll probably throw some extra content out for you guys here next week or two. And thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you next time, live from the Quick Speed Shop.